All right, hi everybody. Welcome back to Clear 2020 Virtual. My name is Bailey Gannett on our corporate communications team, and I am here with another one of our rockstar partners. This is Mike Fuson from Excalibur Data Systems. Mike, hello.
Hello, Bailey. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. So excited for Clear 2020.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thanks for joining me today and hopping on. So before we dive into it too much, would love if you could talk to some of our fans about what you do and how you're part of Excalibur and how give us the rundown, give us the 111. What's up?
Sure. So again, my name is Mike Fuson. I'm one of the founders and one of the senior architects here at Excalibur Data Systems. So Excalibur Data Systems is one of Cherwell's oldest partners. We started with the product back in its relative infancy, and it's been great over the last, we were trying to figure it out the other day, 12, 13, 14 years
Wow.
of the journey with Cherwell, and watching how the product has just continued to evolve and change, and all of the evolution and exciting things that have happened with our customers. We work with many customers that were very early adopters, and to see just the profound things that they've done with the platform, and as they're able to upgrade to new versions and take advantage of new features and functions, just it's just so much fun. It's actually somewhat joyful, is the way I put it. We get a real kick out of just seeing the amazing things that people are doing, and we're so excited we've been part of what used to be called the Cherwell Global Conference and is now the Clear Conference. We've been able to be a part of every single one, which is so exciting. Unfortunately, with our inability this year of all to get together physically, it's so exciting to still be able to have the conference virtually and be able to share all the exciting things that are happening at Cherwell and the exciting things that are happening here at Excalibur Data Systems with all the wonderful, really customers, but fans of the Cherwell platform.
Absolutely. Well, welcome back. I think it's been an awesome adventure. We've loved having you guys. You've been a partner for a very long time. So, kind of feel like, our companies have grown up together. Like, we've experienced new things. And so we greatly appreciate your partnership. But what's one of your favorite things about being a Cherwell partner?
Well, one of the favorite things that we've had about being a Cherwell partner, and especially having started so early in Cherwell's journey, is watching the platform continue to evolve and change, and the things that it can do to really transform our customers' businesses. Being able to have that very, very close, tight-knit relationship with Cherwell on so many fronts and in so many different aspects of delivering not only the Cherwell platform as a great solution, but leveraging the Cherwell platform to provide these amazing solutions to the customers. We've, of course, as a partner, just really enjoy the ability to collaborate with Cherwell, be able to be part of the beta programs, having so many of our maps that are out there, be part of the ecosystem. There's just so many opportunities for us to engage not only with the customers that are out there, but with Cherwell as our partner, and work collaboratively with them to help clients really excel and succeed and find new ways to make their Cherwell platform just do amazing things.
We love that. We love that. And can you tell me a little bit behind the name, Excalibur Data?
So Excalibur Data Systems, so the short story is, back when I was a very, very young man and had a whole bunch more hair, I actually studied Arthurian legend. And I had always said if I ever started my own company, I wanted it to be based on the Arthurian legend. And so when we were forming the organization, I said, I want to call it Excalibur Data Systems. You've got the sword. And there's so many things that it lends itself to, with swords and shields and armor, and just some of the romanticism of the Arthurian legend. It lets us have really, really kitschy, fun stuff, and kind of a fun story with the name. Vance Brown, as one of the founders of Cherwell and in his last keynote address, he talked about sharpening your sword.
Mhm.
And he name dropped Excalibur, not us, but everyone in the audience was counting the number of times he used the term Excalibur
You're
as
like,
a
yes.
sword. And we were, and many of the other partners, because while we are competitors, we're also a big group of friends as well. They wanted to know what we had paid Vance to drop our name that many times. And Vance, being the wonderful person that he is, he felt a little bit embarrassed at first because he didn't really think about that, and we let him off the hook. It was very appropriate to the just a fantastic keynote presentation that he was giving,
Mhm.
but it does tend to lend itself to those sort of just mysticism and
Mhm.
power and strength. And of course, it makes for kind of a cool logo too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's exciting. So then what's on the horizon for you guys? What can we expect to see from you in 2021?
Well, so we've got a couple of very significant announcements that we're going
Mhm.
to make at Clear 2020. So
Ooh.
we want to make sure to ask everyone, stop by our virtual booth, and you're going to hear about a couple of new things that Excalibur is going to be doing for the Cherwell community. And we're going to kind of keep it wrapped in the box, a little bow on top, but everybody will get to see what the surprise is that's in there at Clear 2020. We have a big announcement on a new service that we're going to be providing. That
Ooh.
we've already had kind of a soft launch of it with
Mhm.
some of our very, very close customers.
Mhm.
And we think a lot of folks are going to be very excited about it as an offering that may help them in their Cherwell needs.
Well, that's exciting. So for all of our attendees, make sure you go to the sponsor concourse and check out Excalibur's virtual booth, to see what that news is. That sounds super exciting. Um, Wonderful. Well, then what sessions are you looking forward to at the conference? I hear you guys are speaking, aren't you?
So, well, I'm going to be a little bit, I am speaking during a session.
Mhm.
That's definitely a session you want to attend. I'm actually going to be presenting with one of our customers, Duke Realty,
Mhm.
who is a longtime Cherwell customer. And we're going to actually be sharing a very exciting thing that Duke did, taking Cherwell pretty far outside of the IT department.
Mhm.
Um, Duke was able to, in collaboration with Excalibur, we built a process to help them manage their treasury department,
Okay.
which had previously been just an email box and paper process. What we're going to be sharing is kind of what was the journey? How did the
Mhm.
conversation start on that? What did we do to get to what the end result is? Unlike the in-person conferences where we normally have 50 minutes to talk about it, our virtual conference sessions are only 20 minutes. So we think we've put together a very, very exciting presentations to potentially give many customers a roadmap of how do you have that conversation about taking something. And for many of us that are out there, we know that we have all kinds of departments within our organizations that really are
Mhm.
doing what we refer to on the ITSM or IT side that are request management. You've got
Mhm.
folks that are getting requests into a shared mailbox and they're trying to manage it. Okay, who read the email and throw it in this folder if you did this. It's a very, very inefficient process.
Mhm.
And we've got this great Cherwell platform that, what do you know? It does request management. And
Crazy.
amazing. I mean, it's shocking, really. And helping various departments within an organization bring their requests into more of a defined workflow,
Mhm.
leveraging all of the power and capabilities, the workflow engine, and just bringing it into a database and being able to manage the work that needs to be done and who's doing what and what's happening or what the request is and what may happen. And we'll be able to kind of share that journey. How did we start the conversation and how did we get there in order to build something that is for most Cherwell folks, most Cherwell administrators, okay, it's pretty basic from
Mhm.
our perspective, right? There's no bells and whistles and fireworks going off or something that's completely crazy. But how do you get that conversation started? And then how do you manage getting them into the platform.
Mhm.
The exciting thing is the feedback that we have from the team that's in there, from the internal audit group, because we are talking about money now, right? We're talking about movement of money in a
Yes.
treasury department. They are just over the moon excited because it's really simplified so many things that were just difficult. And then the
Mhm.
auditors love it because it was very hard to kind of put the audit trail back together. It was time consuming.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden now you've got it in one system, one pane of glass. You can see exactly what happened with approvals and who did what, who took what action, and exactly what occurred. And this amount of money was moved from X account to Y account.
Mhm.
And you can go back and search on it too. It's not flipping back through some sort of notebook and trying to find out, okay, when did that transaction occur? There's just a lot more that they can do with it. So it'll be, I'm looking forward to sharing that information with the customers that are out there. And I know Duke is very, very proud of what they've accomplished. And then we have another session from Excalibur, Mike Estep, which many of the customers know. Mike was a longtime customer, very involved in a lot of the user groups. And he's been with the Excalibur team now for a couple of years. He is doing his a follow-on to his presentation last year in the power of one steps.
Mhm.
And I also am in there helping him with that presentation. It's a lot of fun, and just he's sharing some great knowledge with folks on, well, what can you do with one steps? What are some of the places you can use them, and some of the power you can really gain from leveraging what is one of the many great tools that are part of the Cherwell platform.
Mhm. Well, both of those sound super exciting. So I think it'll be some popular sessions, especially the Duke one. Um, and then, so you guys have attended every single year. So repeat attendees. What are the benefits in your eyes of attending a Cherwell conference?
Well, I want to put a little plug out there for myself. I think there's about 6 or 8 of us left
Mhm.
that have attended every single Cherwell conference.
Wow.
The previous ones all having been in person.
Mhm.
This one's a little bit easier to get to. Unfortunately, I don't get tacos in Colorado Springs, but I'll survive. But what are the benefits about the Cherwell conference? It's a conference like no other.
Mhm.
I've been to all kinds of industry conferences, and when you go a lot of times to a vendor conference, if you will, the product vendor sponsoring the conference, it becomes kind of a pom-pom shaking, rah-rah, shish, boom, bah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let's be excited about this, right? And a lot of that's driven by the vendor. They've got a lot of sessions to kind of keep that excitement up. Cherwell doesn't really have to lift a finger for the excitement. The customers are almost evangelical about the product. It's such a great product. And so many of us have become friends over the years.
Mhm.
And we kind of joke, our booth typically, in person, will have a line, and they are wondering, are we selling pies or, giving out kisses? And it's a lot of folks just stopping by to say hi.
Mhm.
Some of them are customers. Some of them are customers that work with
I
other
love
partners,
that.
but they're just
Mhm.
folks that we've gotten to know over time. And I'm always amazed at the sharing that goes on
Mhm.
between the customers at the conference. We as partners and the Technology Alliance partners that build fantastic solutions that integrate to the Cherwell platform are all there sharing the technologies that are out there. And we've got sessions that we do as we're doing with this one that talk about things that we've done. But to
Mhm.
watch the customer engagement, I can't tell you, kind of looking out over where the food's normally served, and we've finished a meal, and you've just got a bunch of tables that are ready for the next meal, and you'll see customers go over, and one of the customers flips open a laptop and is sharing with another customer something they did that's kind of cool,
Mhm.
based on something that the other customer maybe wants to do, or how did you accomplish that, or
Mhm.
whatever it is. So it's all these little mini sessions that go on that are not the scheduled public sessions. These mini sessions, these mini transactions that occur where the customers are sharing the cool things that they do with each other. That happens, of course, at the user
Mhm.
groups and other things that Cherwell hosts. But at the conference, you see all of this sharing of information, sharing of things that have been done, and then of course the voting on the coolest dashboard and the coolest use of the portal
Yes.
and the coolest technology, all these things, these amazing things that the customers are doing with it. And I always hear from customers that have gone, and we get home and they have all these ideas of the things that they could do next. Or maybe it's just, hey, our dashboards look kind of drab and somebody did something cool. I think about some of the dashboards in the very, very early conferences. One of the guys for the dashboard competition was a big Star Trek fan. And so he had all these Star Trek themed dashboards.
Oh, cool.
Looked like you were looking at something on from a Star Trek set.
Yeah.
Which people were like, it starts to get their creative juices going, right?
Yeah.
You start going, okay, well, I don't think my CIO would really like us doing Star Trek themed dashboards, but hey, we could make these things a little more colorful, a little more
branded,
fun.
or yeah.
And it just gives people all these different ideas when they see what their contemporaries are doing, and we all share the same platform. And there's a lot of, I didn't know you could do that. Well, and the coolest thing I hear all the time as you walk by and you see those conversations, you go, oh, well, let me get my laptop out. Let me show you.
I love that. See, that's the whole point. That's what we want.
Sharing.
Yes.
It's just that sharing. And having been to so many other vendor conferences, you don't always see that quite as much. It is really this community. And I think back to, the very, very first conference where we were in the little tiny golf club that had just a couple of rooms, and everybody was able to fit in a room that's half the size of the speaking venues for the breakout sessions now. We fit the whole conference in there. And the conference has just grown and grown and grown in size. But these core fundamental things still occur no matter the size, because people are just so excited about what Cherwell has done for their organization or what they can do with the platform. And they're always looking for, what else can we do? And what have other folks done that I could take back that may help drive my company forward or gain efficiencies or what have you. It is just a very, very exciting time. So there's just so much sharing that goes on.
Absolutely. That's the whole point of a Cherwell conference. We want that collaboration. We want that innovation to occur. And so it's really cool that you've been able to grow with us and see that kind of evolution throughout the years. And then before I let you go here, quick reminder to stay tuned after this for Excalibur's video if you want to learn more about what they do. Don't forget to visit them in the Concourse Hub for sponsors. They have awesome stuff going on, and like we said, some big news, so check that out. And then last but not least, Mike, since everyone's working from home, what's your best work from home tip?
So one of my best work from home tips is find the headset that really works for you. Our whole team, many of them work from home. So we had been on the search. So the whole transition to work from home wasn't as difficult for us as it was for a lot of our customers. And in talking to customers, they said, well, what's the one thing? And I said, well, there's two things that you really, really need. You need a good chair.
Yes.
Find that chair that's going to work, because it's something you're going to be stuck in for a while, because when we're on these video meetings, it's hard to get up and wander around. If you need to stretch your legs, you need to be able to look at the camera. And then find that headset that's going to be really, really comfortable for you. And we settled, most of our team uses the Jabra Evolv 75, which is a great headset that sits on the ears. And it's very comfortable, has a full day battery in it. You don't have to charge it throughout the day. And the cool thing with the boom microphone is if you flip it up, it mutes automatically.
Cool.
And so it's the little tools that you can have that make that work from home experience super comfortable.
Absolutely.
So I'm not here to plug Jabra. Jabra, if you see this, you can send me some love. But those are the things that have certainly made work from home much easier, I know, for our team and for me, who moves from office to home through these challenging times.
And I think, we're going to probably be here a while, so good to get comfy, get a good chair. Well, Mike, thank you so much for joining us today and hopping on LinkedIn Live with me. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the conference.
Thanks, Bailey. It was great to join you. Have a good one.
You too.
However large your company is, however new or old it is, however well respected, we all have goals and challenges within our company which may need help. Whether it's your customer's experience, business metrics, reporting, or processes, Excalibur Data Systems is here to help. Our expert staff can help you align and achieve your business goals. We partner with our customers to gain insight on their business challenges, in turn, helping guide them on their pathway to success. We measure our accomplishments by yours, by driving business forward with operational efficiency. Our top priority is to ensure the right solution addresses your business needs. We have worked across multiple verticals, allowing for a fresh perspective that will be brought to your business's experience. When you go with Excalibur, you can be certain we'll transform, expand, and evolve your business so you're ready for the future and the new challenges it may bring. So, what are you waiting for? Contact us today and let's get started on achieving your business goals together.